Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's Short Attention Span webinar. This week, Kelly Malazzi, we talk about why no one is calling back. And this is one of the big issues that we get in the coaching calls, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
We all I get is voicemail. I leave a voicemail, and I can't believe no one calls back. And I say
They're
to them,
so rude.
I say to them, I can't believe you expect someone to call you back.
Right.
You know,
But if we did, if somebody was going to call us back, this is the reasons why they're not. So.
Right. Okay. All right. So two main reasons here. The first one is there's a lack of differentiation. So imagine if you're the buyer and your phone is ringing all day long. Everything is going to voicemail. And you sit down at the end of the day and you say, I'm going to listen to my messages. Well, every message is going to sound the same. What's it going to sound? What would the standard voicemail message sound like, Kelly, in your opinion?
Hi, Bill. My name's Kelly, and I sell digital printing. I have the best prices, the best quality, and the best service in town. I'd love to talk to you about your needs and find out how I could be of service to you.
And my phone number is 781-934-7036.
Right.
I can't believe no one calls me back when I leave that message. That's crazy.
I mean, I just said I had good quality and I had good service, and listen to my voice. I sound happy.
Right.
But there's nothing different there. I mean, that's a pure way into commodity, lowest price. I'm going to just shop it until I find the cheapest one kind of mentality.
Right. Okay. And then the other thing is, I left a message before and my new message sounds like my old message and it sounds like the message before that. So and I get this question a lot. What should I be saying call after call? What is different?
Well, the first and most obvious thing that I think almost no one is doing is giving a predictive action at the end. It can't just be, please call me, because what they say is, please call me if you find yourself in need of some printing.
Right.
And nobody finds themselves in need of printing. Let's face it, there's already an incumbent. They know where to go. So the only thing that's going to cause them to listen to you is if you're saying something that is going to revolutionize their life or be something really, really interesting or compelling. But they don't say at the end, I'll be calling again in 3 days' time, or please check your email. You'll find something really interesting in there from me.
I like that.
Or if you want to see some really cool examples of what I've done just recently for somebody that's also in a similar industry to yours, go to my website at www.coolass.printing.com.
Right.
So there's none of that. So this prospect is left going, why in the world should I possibly even go further with this? Delete.
Right.
So.
Okay. Now, the other thing, you mentioned interest. The other reason why no one returns your phone call, it's boring.
Mm-hmm.
It's boring. There's no pep. I'd have to even get through 10 seconds before you delete it.
Well, and the thing I think that you mean about boring, too, is that it's me, my iron, my needs. I need to talk to you. I want to. Instead of, I just got done working on a really cool project for somebody that I think you'll be interested in hearing about what happened.
Yeah.
I want to tell you a story. And again, you can't eliminate the I language, but you can still make the focus on them, of service to you, help you. Make your life better, focusing there instead. And it might just be the thing that goes, well, I wonder what that story is. Or, oh, I do want to hear about that project and how they help that company increase sales by 14% and reduce cost by 6%.
Right.
That is different than I have the best quality, service, and price in town.
Right.
So.
And I gotta say that, again, I think the number one reason why our clients experience call reluctance is that they're not confident about what they're going to say. Right. So, and that really comes from the research that we talk about every other short attention span webinar. It's not complicated. What's our common denominator? What expertise do I have that I could share with you? What do I know about your company? All that information is publicly available. You just have to learn how to find that statement that the purpose of my call is, and make it about them, right?
I was on your website and I noticed. I was in one of your stores recently and I had a thought.
Right.
Anything like that would absolutely be different than what everybody else is saying.
So if you want to a chance at a call back, and I still don't think they're going to call you back, but they will remember you. Right? So my feeling is that if I'm different and I've got an interesting message, when their phone rings and they look over and it's got my name on it, they're more likely to pick up the phone. I might get that advantage. All right.
Or when you say check your email tomorrow,
Right.
they might check their email tomorrow.
Right.
Or when you say, if you want to know more, visit my check out the case studies on my website, they might actually do it.
Right.
They might not, but as you said, this is about the continuity of the next step. Yeah, they're not going to pick up the phone and call you back, but as you said, they might take your call the next time,
right.
or they might respond to the email, or they might do any one of a number of things.
But you got to do this, gang. You got to assume that they're going to pick up the phone. All right? Because the worst thing happens when they pick up the phone after 3 or 4 calls, 3 or 4 rings, and you're not prepared. And you're so surprised. This happened to me recently. I think I mentioned this to you, Kelly, where I was interviewing someone and they picked up the phone the first time I called them. And I couldn't stop laughing. I mean, I felt like I was calling a radio station to get
I feel like I won a contest now that you
God,
and
that was funny.
You know what? And there's absolutely nothing wrong with saying that either, Bill. I always counsel everybody to inject as much of your own humanity into this as possible. Be a human being and say, I can't believe I got you on the phone. I feel like I won the lottery.
Right. Right. No, I love
that. Funny.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kelly, thanks very much. We'll talk to everybody on the next short attention span webinar.
Thanks, Bill.